Small county, big consequences. So you've never been charged with an OWI before, or what some people think is a DUI, and maybe it's your first time ever being in trouble with the law. What's going to happen? Well, just because this is the first time you've ever been in trouble with the law, that does not mean there can't potentially be serious consequence. So under Indiana law, an OWI, or what we think of as a DUI, is basically anything that's causing impairment. It doesn't just have to be alcohol. It could be drugs. It could be illegal drugs. It could be legal drugs. Maybe you've been prescribed medication, and that medication had a really weird impact on you that night. That can cause intoxication. So simply because you haven't been drinking does not mean it's not going to be an OWI case. But generally, we do think of it as BAC. We all know the classic 0.08. That's going to be the legal limit. You're under that, you're under the legal limit. That doesn't mean you can't be charged with an OWI. You could come back under the legal limit and they can still charge you with operating a vehicle while intoxication. They do not have to show that limit to take you to trial. There's also 0.15. That's going to cause this to be a Class A misdemeanor versus maybe just a C misdemeanor. Additionally, how law enforcement might handle you if this is the first encounter officers have had with you and maybe they don't suspect you're particularly drunk. Maybe you went to a bar and you had a couple drinks and maybe you're a 0.09. The way you're treated is going to probably be a lot different than if you're a 0.3, because a 0.3 means you're drunk. You're clearly drunk. You're clearly inebriated. So the way they treat you is going to be different. The penalties, the probation time, the possibility of jail can all change. If this is your first offense, oftentimes you're not going to do a lot of jail. You could, but oftentimes you will be arrested, and then however long you spend in jail initially, a lot of times that's all the jail that you're going to get. Now, maybe they want home detention, things like that, but you aren't generally going to go back to jail for your first offense. Not that you get a pass, because you're still going to have home detention or probation. You're still going to have treatment. You're still going to have all these other things that you have to do, but a lot of times we can keep you out of jail. So if this is your first OVWI or DUI offense in Boone County, our law firm's up there all the time. We're familiar with how they treat your first time DUI in Boone County. Give us a call at the Marc Lopez Law Firm. It's 317-632-3642. And remember, always plead the fifth.